Welcome back. Today I've got another small project that I want to show you. I'm going to machine some buttons for a fidget spinner. I've already got the body of the fidget spinner. I'm going to need to get the buttons done. I'm going to do them out of solid copper, and they're going to have some buffalo nickels pressed into them. So I got to get these done, and thanks for watching. Alright, we've got our copper chucked up here. It's 1 inch diameter. I've got a piece here that I had already turned from another project, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that down, make sure it's concentric, and then we're going to turn down the stem, which is the bit that goes through the bearing. That's going to be 250 thousandths deep, and we're looking for a diameter of 315 thousandths. Alright, so we'll go ahead and touch off. Set our 0. We're going to go in 245. And we'll take the last 5 off at the end. Alright, let's see where we're at. We're at about 360. So we need about 50 more off. I'm going to take 40. And then we'll check it, see where we're at. Alright, let's read in about 323 with the calipers. We're going to go ahead and use the mic. Yep, we're reading 324 and a few tenths. So we've got about 10 to come off. So we're going to go 8 on the dial. Alright, so we're reading about just over 316, so we've got about just over 1,000 to come off. And while we're this close, we're going to go ahead and chamfer the end here. We'll go ahead and mic that again. Alright, we're reading 315 and 2 tenths. So we might need just a couple tenths off. We've got a test bearing here. Yeah, we're going to need just a little bit off. Alright, let's see how that fits. We are right on. Alright, so that's good on that. Let's go ahead and square up the end. Or the edge, sorry. Going to go in 250. Okay, now we're going to go in another 30. Make a little standoff for the bearing. Okay, and we'll come in and chamfer the edge of the file. We're also going to go ahead and drill and tap it. We're going going to go in 250 thousandths, the number 16-bit. And we're going to go ahead and tap at 1224. So I've got the tap held loosely in the chuck here, so I might need to add a little tension. Alright, that looks pretty good. Alright, we're going to come in with our parting tool. Get this lined up here. I'm going to turn on this light. I can see. Alright, now that we're squared up, the high-speed steel tool I was using to turn this has got a slight radius on it, so it'll kind of prevent the bearing from sitting all the way up against that seat. So I'm going to hit it with the parting tool just on the very corner in there to try and take out that little radius. You see just a tiny bit of material coming out. And that's all we want. Now the width of this guy is 150 thousandths. So to part this off, I'm going to 0. The width of our parting blade is 125 thousandths, so total we want to move over 275. Alright, I can go ahead and take this off. Alright, there we are. Alright, now we've got to turn the other side, which is going to have the threaded end that threads in to that side. So everything's going to be the same. We're just going to use a die to cut the external threads on there. Alright, so for this piece, we're looking for a diameter of 215 thousandths to thread it, and we're going to want to come in 225 thousandths. Alright, so we'll touch off. Zero. Alright, we'll take a measurement here, see where we're at. 287. So we need another about 70 approximately. saying 218. Oh, I think we're there. Yeah, we're about right on. Alright, so we're going to machine another bearing standoff here. So we need to go in. We'll come back out. We'll go to 225, come out. And then we're going to go in 30 more, 255. See that there. And our external diameter needs a little more. Alright, put this with the file. Alright, we're ready to cut our threads. So here I've got a tailstock die holder. This was a shop-made tool. It is used to hold a round die square to the workpiece, and it's really useful for threading. So you can just do it manually, or you can run the machine, and then once you get to the end of the thread, you just let go, and it'll just spin on its own bearing there. All right, so we got our thread. Going to come in here. The hex die and make sure we're threaded all the way up to the base. Okay. All right, that's pretty good. All right, now we'll go ahead and part this off. We want to touch off, set our 0, set our speed. We're going to go in 275. Alright, so on this piece, need to go ahead and flip these around. We'll face these, and then we're going to cut into this to allow our buffalo nickels to be pressed into it. We're also going to polish them up. Alright, we got this flipped around. First thing I want to do is just go ahead and face this off, and then we'll cut into it for our recess for our nickel. Alright, we're going to go ahead and touch off. Little 0, and we want to go in 80 thousandths for a nickel to a diameter of 835 thousandths. Alright, so we're right at 80. We can come out to our diameter, come out and check it, see where we're at. Alright, we're right at about 755. Let's We need another, let's see, 55. We need about 80. Come back in, close up. I'm going to come in 10 thousandths shy. I want to sneak up on her diameter. Alright, so we're looking at about 826. And our nickel's coming out right at 836. 837 on, it's not quite exactly round. Alright, so we're looking at about 10 thousandths more. I'm going to go in 8. And then 8, and we'll check it, see where we're at. Alright, that's saying 835 and a half. See what it feels like. We need about maybe a half a thousandth. Sand this with a little chamfer and then lightly sand it. And here, see where we're at. This is saying about right on. I still think we need maybe about half a thousand. It feels just a little bit tight. And I have to hit that lip with some, oh yeah, that's perfect. That'll be a really light press fit and keep it in there. Alright, I got some metal polish. I'm going to go ahead and polish this up, and then it'll be ready to press in the nickel. Alright, there it is, polished up and ready to go. I'll go ahead and do the other one, and then we'll be over at the press. Okay, so we're over here at the small benchtop press, and we're going to press these nickels in here. One side's going to be a heads, the other side will be a tails. We got a good, should be a nice light press fit on both of these. Now, these are all sort of machined individually. All these nickels they're not I mean, they're fairly consistent, but they're always off by 1 or 2 thousandths from nickel to nickel, so you kind of got to make them to fit. I'm just lightly going to press this in here. Turn it a little bit and make sure we get it flush on all sides. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Alright, we'll swap this out. Alright, now we'll do the tail side. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, that's a good fit. Yep, presses right in there. See where we're at. Come down on this side a little bit. Alright, that looks really good. Alright, we're done with that. Now we just have to assemble it. Alright, we're ready to go ahead and assemble this. It's pretty simple. We've got our spinner body here. It's got a full ceramic bearing in it. And we're just going to pop this through. Sometimes it takes a little bit of... There we go. It looks like it's seating up nice. And then we're just going to thread this in. And there we go. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And have a good one.